Hi everyone, how are you? I am back with a little reading for us for the week ahead. The week going from January 21st, 22nd of 2024 until around January 26th. I just want you guys to remember that the readings are general. They're just meant to really give you support and for you to really get warnings. You have to remember that you are in charge of your life. You are the author, the actor, the director of your life. Okay? If you don't like something that was said, this may be a warning for you to really plan better ahead. Okay? We cannot control everything in life, but there are some things that we can shift in order to get our life going in the direction that we want. That's the first thing. Second thing is timing can be elusive. You might receive, and this is why it can be a predictive reading, because you might receive an information that of something that you see transpiring 3 months from when you got the reading, okay? And so that's something to keep in mind. You are, again, in charge of how you respond to things and people. All right, so this is, these are the few things I wanted to talk about. This is going to be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, okay? Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So go ahead, make your choice, and I will see you soon. Hi, my dear pile number 1. This is going to be your reading. Let's start with your messages. We have, the promise, blessings, commitment, divine protection. And we have a rainbow showing up here. We have Archangel Metatron. Some of you could have a link to Judaism, or you might be interested in Kabbalah or occult systems that are based on Judaism, okay? We have strength. We have poison. We have beacon. We have patience. Okay. We have chaos. Create space. Okay, let's talk first about these cards. With the card of the poison and the beacon, when I see poison, this could be something as simple, guys, but it could be something very big that's happening in your life. This is something toxic that you are tolerating, or that you've had so far a high tolerance to, but that needs to be cut out of your life, okay? That you need to remove, because wherever you are headed in life, it cannot come with you. This could be toxicity found in the workplace. This could be toxicity found in your own home. When we think of poison, it could be something in the air that you're allergic to. Okay, some of you might need to check with a specialist that deals with allergies. In terms of poison, it could be some food poisoning. So for the week ahead, it might be important for you to really throw something out of the fridge and not eat them. And if you're someone who eats a lot outside, maybe cut cut it for a few weeks, okay, even a few months, because whatever it is that you're consuming is really affecting, perhaps your gut health, your immune system, who knows, okay? So whatever it is that is poisonous, it could be something as simple as mold in the home, or an infestation of some kind that needs to be taken care of. With the beacon here, and it's usually a beacon of light, okay? There is light at the end of the tunnel. There is light that is shed on something. You're able to clarify some doubts that you have on a situation, okay, that might have been poisonous to you. Okay, there's also a need for you to be patient with yourself, okay, to pace yourself, to take steps, and to not really rush the process, okay. Run when you can run, but walk when you have to walk, okay? Climb stairs when you have to climb the stairs. I don't know why I'm speaking like that, but I'm speaking in a way that Spirit wants you to really grasp what I'm saying. The promise, it could be a commitment to yourself to really say, okay, I'm going to cut on sugar and increase my intake of water, okay? And this could be someone who makes a promise to you to become better, okay? And so it requires patience on your part. We have chaos here, and it shows a mind that is racing, okay? It shows someone who has trouble calming their minds. This could be what the poison is when it comes to you, okay? And so when the mind is like this, there is no space for growth. There is no space for sanity. There is no space for the divine to really enlighten you. And so the worries need to be taken care of, okay? We have Archangel Metatron, evolution of self, spiritual awakening, spiritual knowledge, coupled with the beacon, coupled with the chaos of the mind. Sometimes this is where the best ideas come from, okay? And so it may be important for you to meditate. Some of you might be carrying a load that is heavy right now, which is why we have the card of the strength. You might be seeing number 444 or 44, or the number 4 could resonate with you, because right now where you are at this point in time, you need structure in your life. You need discipline, okay? And so this is what we're talking about. You've been juggling a lot. You've been really trying to expand yourself, okay? And so perhaps you might be spreading yourself too thin. Is one message that's coming through. We have playing games with you, and that can be taken in a couple of ways. Beware of the company you keep, okay? Some of you might really be people that are, really opening to others, welcoming, and so people might not have your best interest at heart, okay? Their advice could be poisonous, okay? So this is coming through. We also have playing games with you. Certain people might be giving you the wrong advice so you can make mistakes, and so they can really, what's the word? Make you, slow down your growth, okay? And so if you're taking advice from someone at work, or for someone in your community, make sure that they are a trusted leader, a trusted friend, okay? Beware of people perhaps that really may have bad intentions and putting things in your drinks if you're planning on going out with friends, or I don't know what kind of function you may be attending, but this is something that's coming through. There could be someone, if in your love life, okay, this person may be playing games with you. It could be literally having, I don't know, a date game with someone, but more often than not, this is going to refer to someone, again, especially with the couple of cards here, that doesn't have your best interest at heart, even in a romantic context, okay? This person is out to get things for themselves, but they're not really looking for the common good, okay? And we have wintertime. Wintertime would refer to a time of readjustment, okay? Because this is a time where it's colder outside. We have to get the appropriate clothing for the season. There are certainly activities that one can do, and so it's up to you to make the most out of this time, okay? And winter is also a season of where most people retreat, okay, before spring comes, okay? So there may be a lot of things that you need to take care of, close in your life, or finish some projects, okay? It's a good time to finish some projects. Yes, it's the beginning of the year, but we know that spring is when truly things start to bloom. And so make sure that you're taking care of what's essential right now. We have tingles and comfort, ASMR. And so for the winter season, this may be saying that if you're in the dating scene, it may be what's it called, cuffing season, where men and women just want someone to for companionship just for the season, and where they're not being truthful in the long run. Okay, and so this may be what's happening. Okay, they may be like, wait for winter to pass before you really give your all to someone right now. We have tingles and comfort, ASMR. Some of you, especially with the card of chaos here and the need for meditation and silence, I feel like this is talking about maybe this is an activity that you could partake in, okay? Look for something that is unique, that hasn't really been done, and create content, ASMR content, or ASMR content could really calm you, okay? That's what I'm getting. Or music, okay? There's something that you can do that relates to the hearing that could be beneficial to you at this point in time. So what is it that you can look out for in the week ahead? We have perfection and joy. As I was shuffling, I shuffled the cards last night. Those two fell, and I remember the first thing that came to mind was perfection is the thief of joy. And so moving ahead this week, you're being required to really look for progress as opposed to, oh my God, I made this little mistake, it's not gonna work out. Yes, pay attention to details, but not so much that you are not progressing or moving in the right direction. Because what happens is sometimes some people get really blocked on something small that they didn't do well, and they have a hard time to forgive themselves and move forward. Okay, yes, we want to do the best, we want to be the best, we want to do the best, but it's not always possible. It's a learning process, there's a learning curve involved, and so prioritize joy. Okay, prioritize dancing, prioritize movement. Okay, shake this negative energy that may be clogging positivity. This is a message that's coming through. I'm gonna shuffle some tarot cards right now to see what's coming up for the week ahead. We have, I was talking about finishing something, finishing projects. We have the World card, the Hierophant, the Tower, Chaos, and one more, please, Spirit. Oops, one more. Okay, we have three more. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. Yes, this is a period of transition for you. It's a time to grieve certain things, places, and people. It's showing because it has already happened, but there are some things that are still current, okay, that need to be taken care of. And so I'm going to go ahead with the World card and the Tower. For some people, wherever it is that you're watching, usually when I see the World and the Tower, it could be something unexpected that takes place. But literally for me, okay, it means a disaster of some kind. It could be something that happens in your surrounding areas, okay? It could be, to me, it often could talk about an earthquake of some kind. It doesn't have to be related to you directly, but that's the kind of energy. It's an earth-shattering event, okay, that takes place, okay? And so for some of you, it may be a time for you to really look into finding a better work, Some of you could be shifting your career in a significant way, okay? We have the World card here, an ending of some kind. You're closing a cycle. Here in the imagery, we have a baby being born. Someone pushed the baby out. And so usually in spirituality, whenever I see giving birth, okay, the action of giving birth is actually a blessing, because you really it's the end of carrying a burden. And not that a child is a burden, but it's heavy, okay? It's heavy on the mom, it's heavy on the child that isn't born yet. It's a lot for a family to take in, okay? And so this is the sort of energy that we have. You could literally be working at a hospital. Maybe this is your first time as a nurse helping a mom, okay? Maybe you're a neonatal nurse, okay? Is that what it's called? Okay, maybe you're volunteering at a hospital. We have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is acquiring knowledge. For some people, it's the end of a difficult relationship, okay? The Hierophant holds the keys to knowledge, access to information, access to things. It could be a spiritual awakening for you, where you could decide to leave a religion and pursue another spiritual path, okay? And this is where you have to offer yourself grace. The Tower is often, again, a card of surprise, okay? It's could be shocking news around the workplace, okay? Pluto is entering Aquarius, I believe, tomorrow, okay? So there's going to be a lot of shifts happening for people. We have the Hangman here with the Hierophant. A new information is going to shift your perspective, okay? The Hangman, be patient with yourself, often talks about being a victim of circumstances, okay? And so this is when the advice given is, yes, you feel like people are watching you. You feel powerless, okay? But how is it that you can try to shift your perspective? How is it that, okay, you were supposed to do this, but it didn't work out? Maybe there's something better. Maybe you're not ready, okay? And so this is the sort of energy that is coming through. I usually say, do something different, okay? Don't just sit around and let life happen, but do something different, okay? To really ease your mind, try yoga, try a new meditation, be flexible, okay? That's a message that comes through, because after the Hangman and the Tower comes the Chariot and the Three of Cups. Okay, this is a blessing in disguise, because you really do get to celebrate afterwards. The Chariot heralds a message of victory, a message of movement forward. Some of you could be traveling. Okay, for some it would be traveling internationally. There could be a need to change or to rethink a trip that one has in mind. And so it could be for a later time. Okay, for some of you, the trip could be a trip that you're taking and it has the foundation is spiritual. For others, it could be a trip for work. Okay, there's a sense of abandoning something to take care of something better, because or something better comes right after. Okay, and the blessings will come in the number of 3. This is what Spirit is saying, okay? Some of you could be attending a concert or party of some kind, where there might be a travel. The good news could be a shocking encounter, okay, with someone of power, okay? And so be on the lookout for that for some of you. And then we have the Ascendant, Whether by marriage, pregnancy, or promotion, the spotlight is on you. It's time to shine. Okay? That's their first house in astrology. And so this would be a really great time to work on your appearance. Okay, I'm not saying you have to be perfect again, but your face is your passport. The way you dress is also and this is not to excuse society, but society pays attention a lot to appearances, and so that's something important. We have the lady or the woman. Oh my god, I forgot what the word is for that, but this card represents repetition. It's a little violent sometimes. This is talking about conversations, maybe a little bit of gossip, but repeated messages that one repeated messages. Okay, so there could be something that's being repeated to you, or that you're repeating. Okay, moving for the lady, could be you or someone important communicating a piece of information to you. And so we have here two cards of things you can consider for the week ahead. We have surrender, attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can, but to make things happen. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen. Then let go of the results. Yes, holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Absolutely. And also the Hangman is about this sense of surrendering. It's about letting go of your grasp on something. Sometimes you let go and you get unblocked automatically, okay? And so this is what is being asked of you for the week ahead. And we have surrender your desire to control people. Yes, you cannot control how people choose to view you. You can behave a certain way and be pleasant to folks, but you cannot control how people read into the things that you do, or how people interpret the things that you do, the way you dress, okay? And so, yeah, being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. And for some of you, I'm just getting the message right now, some of you might be relocating. This could be a forced relocation for some of you. For others of you, you could be receiving people, offering shelter and space to people that need it, people who are in a vulnerable position moving forward. This is something that is coming through. Okay, and so this is so far what that is being communicated to me. We have the Steampunk Princess. It's such a beautiful card. I'm gonna read from the book what the message is, okay? For the Steampunk Princess, number 7. Very interesting. Oops. Number 7, what does it say? Steampunk Princess. One, two, three. Trust in what you see. 4, 5, 6. The truths behind the tricks. 7, 8, 9. Clarity divine. You shall see what you need to see. At the perfect moment it shall be. Appearances can deceive, yet when the time is right, incisive intuition slices through the illusion, and the truth hits you between the eyes. Okay, and so maybe there's a need to take care of your vision, of your eyes, this week. Okay, that is the perception of reality behind the illusion. You know it when you experience it, and you know that you have to trust in what you see. So give yourself permission to acknowledge and accept the power of those insights. And for some of you with the Tower and the Hierophant, with new information, know that you can change your mind. You don't have to always think the same way. You can change when you have access to new information. Don't talk yourself out of the truth. Intuition might only last for a second, and yet it can change the way you look at things forever, setting you on a more authentic course and allowing for changes to take place that you might have previously believed were impossible. The steampunk princess comes to you when there is more to something or someone than initially meets the eye. You might need to look closer to understand what is happening or to trust what you are already perceiving. Even if a part of you doubts, it is because the truth of the matter in such cases would be so at odds with superficial appearances. She reminds you to trust your insights no matter how startling, surprising, or shocking that intuitive hit might be. She also might brings a reminder to get focused on what matters to you. Let's see what what's the rest of the messages is. Oops. When the time is right, even the most confusing situation is going to come into focus, and your understanding of the matter and what you need to do or not do will be crystal clear. Set an intention for clarity. You can do this with the healing trick below and trust in what you see. We're not gonna talk about the healing trick, but I'm going to draw maybe a card. I hope it's just one card to give you an affirmation for the week ahead, to help you navigate these energies. Okay, let's see, my friends. Let's see. Oops, come on. What is the energy for the week ahead? Or message, an affirmation for my pile number 1 for the week ahead. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. That was quick. We have almond chocolate, achievements with the Tower. Be patient with yourselves. This card speaks of high expectations, grand ideals, and elevated priorities. It signifies the workaholic, the overachiever. Be mindful of your goals and how you plan to achieve them. While it is healthy to aim for the top, it is important to never forget the people and situations that help you get there. Take a break every now and then. Take the time to ponder where you came from. Remember your roots. Pay attention to family and friends. I enjoy the fruits of my labor with those who helped me get to where I needed to go. And so, my dear pile number 1, this is the end of your reading. I hope you receive the insights that you need and that you really approach this reading as, how do I put it, a compass, okay? Please like, subscribe, leave a message, share, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye. My pile number 2. This is going to be your forecast for the week ahead. Again, timing is elusive in tarot. Okay, you can receive a piece of information that helps unlock a problem that you've been facing for months. It's just like life. It's a puzzle. It's a snippet of things that could happen in your life. And again, these are general readings, so please take what makes sense. Leave out the rest. If there's something alarming that might arise in a reading or that could trigger your mind, just make a mental note of it, okay? You don't have to absorb an energy that is not yours, okay? This could also be a message to prepare better for the weeks, months, and days to come, okay? And so I'm going to start your reading. Oh, we have 1111, 111. Usually one is a number of creation, okay? If it's a new start. In this imagery, we have a woman who is seeing maybe an imaginary stairs leading someplace. Okay, there are so many stairs. It says overthinking, co-create, and manifestation. It's usually also a sign, 1111, that something good is manifesting for you. Okay, so whenever I see 1111, I think of make a wish. And so make wishes. My pile number 2, we have endings, release, new perspective, and adventure. Yes, this is a boat going somewhere. We have again the energy of the water. It could be a water sign. For some of you, you might like the ocean. You might be going to the beach. You might be going on a cruise soon. You might be going fishing, okay, for the week ahead. Maybe you're going ice fishing. Who knows? And so we have chop wood. Chop wood. We have stuck in reverse. That's good. Okay. Endings are followed by new beginnings. Okay, so we're talking about manifesting the life that it is that you want, manifesting what it is that you truly want, instead of focusing on, you know, things that have not worked out. This is a time where you're giving permission to really think big, think bigger. Connection. So we have a phone here, phone calls, important communication. We have the home. Let me place it next to chop wood. And so what it is that you need to keep in mind for the week ahead, we have enlightenment, gossip, and isolation. Isolation could be keeping you stuck, okay? We have a beautiful tuxedo in a... For some of you, I'm getting maybe you're still processing, maybe breaking off an engagement of some kind. This may have been caused by maybe third-party situation, maybe gossip, maybe different style of communication and enlightenment. Okay, sometimes, more often than not, gossip can be destructive, but also there's a lot to learn, okay? And so I remember having read the story behind this image in the book. I believe the lady in green was someone who gossiped a lot. She knew pretty much about everyone's life. But what people didn't know is that she was an artist extraordinaire, okay? So some of you could be extraordinary artists. You could be really gifted when it comes to art. That's one message that comes to mind. I'm getting something also around the home that's important. Maybe nosy neighbors, who knows? Maybe you're facing issues in the neighborhood that you're in. Okay, but she was able to capture in a drawing or some work of art the various neighbors. Okay, and so maybe you've been hitting a block when it comes to your creative pursuits. I feel like you're going to really rise above the issue, okay? That's what I'm getting for some of you. For some of you, you may have a spiritual encounter, a visitation in a dream this week, okay? And so with the chopped wood and the card of ending, we have what we see. It looks like a Swiffer, a broom, and a bucket with water, and the need to clean. Maybe your house needs a deep clean. Maybe you're going to pay someone to help you clean your house. Maybe you are moving from a place to another, changing apartments, changing a home, relocating. And so there may be a need to really assess the energy of the house you're moving into. Even if you just moved, okay, there's a need to really cleanse the energy of the space that you're in and say a good prayer, okay? There's a need to bless the space that you will enter, okay? And so for something more heavy, this is talking about really putting an end, closing a door on something that has expired, okay? What do I want to do next? Let's do these cards. Get some rest. Absolutely. In isolation sometimes. We have the card of isolation and gossip. Because of gossip, you might have decided to walk away from some friendships, from some people close to you. Maybe someone misinterpreted something you said at work, okay? And you've decided to really not to deal with the problem and stand on your own and watch how the chaos evolved, okay? And so that's something, I feel like there's something like this happening. You may hear something, from, is it from the grapevine, that really upsets you, okay? I feel like with the card of isolation and the home, maybe you're moving to a new place for some of you where you don't really have connections, okay? And so you feel isolated. You feel like, oh my God, I don't know, if I'm going to be able to meet anyone. Take heart, okay? I feel like the focus should be first taking care of the space you're in and making it cozy, making it feel good. There's a need for some rest, okay? You might need some sleep. You might be struggling when it comes to sleep. We have leveling up, okay? Recharge your battery. You're taking a break from a really tough situation, is what I'm getting. Goals and accomplishment. Congratulations. Medium. Oh, some of you could be medium. Some of you could be could decide to really book a session with a medium, is what I'm getting, or someone who speaks with the dead. But this could be a natural talent of yours, okay? You might have been trying to connect with spirit for a while, and it's finally coming to you, okay? You're celebrating the achievement of connecting with spirit. This is a week where, and perhaps weeks moving forward, where ancestors or spiritual work are going to be important. Ancestral venerating your ancestors would be important, okay? And so this is why it's important to cleanse one space, because when you don't, you clog the space. The space gets clogged, and so the energy cannot circulate properly, okay? And we have boss babe. Wow, you are really getting flowers, maybe in a work context. Maybe you're saying bye to the old because there's something good happening. And again, thinking of the tuxedo, some of you might be you might have to dress to impress this week. You're presenting at a symposium. You might have some data to present to some big officials at your work. You're stepping up, okay? And so there may be a promotion after a period of observation, of rest. If they're saying, yeah, you are leveling up, there is an accomplishment, a goal. You're getting unstuck. Some calls are being made for you. You're making some calls for yourself. And so things are turning around in your life. Okay? For some of you, it could be in regards to your school, okay? You're achieving something when it comes to your school. I'm getting someone is being published, maybe. So let's see what shows up. Spirit of the King White Light. Honorable ancestors, what is happening this week for my dear pile Number two, for my dear pile number two, what is happening? The King of Swords. The King of Swords. Too many cards. We are not doing that. I know your pile wants to talk. And the King of Swords probably has a lot to say. Again, we are working on the Eight of Swords just flipped. And the Eight of Swords is often the negative self-talk. It could be a negative Nancy around you too. You don't have to waste your energy trying to prove a point to people who are not willing to really side with you or try to understand you, okay? Again, it could be some bad gossip that has happened. And again, for some of you, we have the Five of Pentacles here, okay? Feeling poor spiritually, which is why you have to get some rest. We're not going to get deep into it, but the Five of Pentacles is feeling a lack of energy, but having to keep moving, okay? But you're getting the help that you need. For some of you, it could be a week where you decide to consult with a doctor because you feel a level of fatigue that is way too much for you, okay? And where you need to be examined. And so this is why you need some rest for some of you, okay? The spiritual activity could be so intense. You might have not mastered how to control your spiritual gifts. This could be draining, okay? And if you're doing spiritual work and you're not charging and you don't know how to charge, you don't know how to go about it, this is a time to do research, okay? Because you don't need confirmation. You don't need to be validated by people. You need to be remunerated for your work, okay? And so this is coming through. There is going to be a conversation with an important man. The King of Swords is usually someone who holds answers. And so you might not be exactly happy with all the answers that are being given to you, but you have support with the Two of Cups, okay? Two of Cups preceding the King of Swords. I feel like for some of you, if it's a relationship where you've decided to part ways, it could have been amicable, okay? The Five of Pentacles also, let's not deny it, it's a card that speaks of financial struggles, okay? Or feeling left out, like you don't have support. It's not entirely true, okay? There are institutions, help is available to you if you are open to it. That's the message that I'm getting. In the imagery of the Two of Cups, we have an exchange happening. Could be a conversation, an important conversation that is taking place. And so let's see. We have the Two of Wands that flipped. And this is someone who's able to go from world to world. Be careful if you are doing spiritual work or astral traveling, not to be stuck, okay, where you shouldn't be, okay? Let's make sure you come back to us, okay? Let's not lose our sane minds, okay? Protect your energy, babe. What is going on, pile number two? I cannot accept all these cards, Spirit. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups. It flew sideways. This is an ending. This is a closing door. You don't want to close the door, but you have to. I'm feeling nostalgia for some of you. There's a long road ahead. It's usually walking away from things that are no longer fulfilling, or things that you have to abandon, okay? Because at this point in life, you can always come back, okay? This is a card of transition, and I understand why it flips like that, because the path ahead is unsure, okay? It's unsure, but it's not necessarily your final destination, my love. It's not necessarily the final destination. It's a step in a new direction, okay? It can be scary, yes, but it's a necessary step for your growth, for you to level up, okay? The Chariot is at the back, at the bottom. Let's see what else we have for you. We have the 9th house, the road less traveled. Leave your worries on the doorstep. An exciting journey awaits you. This is talking a lot about traveling. It's talking a lot about movement, endings, a new path. This is Sagittarius energy. There could be, maybe Pluto is transiting your 9th house. This is a house of spiritual enlightenment too, higher education. Some of you could be going back to school. Maybe you're in a transition when it comes to school, or what you want to do. Maybe you're graduating soon, okay? England could be important for some of you. Switzerland could be important for some of you. We have Earth. Indulge your senses. Embrace earthly pleasures. For some of you, beware. There could be a lover that tries to come back this week or for the weeks to come. I'm not sure this is the person or the distraction that you need right now, or you want them to come back. Please keep charging ahead. Embrace earthly pleasures. Connect to the natural world. Manifesting energy surrounds you. Absolutely. You have the energy of new beginnings. And so there are phases in our life where this happens. And so please hold on to that energy. Look at her with flowers. Maybe it's a time that you need to adorn your house. Okay, don't let depression and feeling down, not, where you don't clean, you don't take care of yourself. And so please, it's okay to indulge at times in things, okay? We have the lilies. This could represent someone older around you, an older man, a father figure. Okay, you could be taking care of someone older around you. You could have some stress in regards to someone older around you. It doesn't have to be someone older, but it could be a male in your life experiencing some stress, because we have the mouse here connected to stress and anxiety and something that slowly eats at you, but that sometimes you can't really see, okay? It steals a bit of your joy with the mouse here. Okay, and so I don't know if it's this group in which I talk about maybe an infestation, and so maybe you have to leave the space you're in because you're dealing with rodents, crawly things, ew. But that's the energy that's coming through. We also have. And so maybe there's a need to really work on storing your food right, okay? Some of you might need to call pest control or something. Surrender your fear of change. It's all about change for you. It's all about leveling up. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, yes. Again, we talked about changes in the health, okay? Not necessarily hearing news that you want, but the help that you need is around you, okay? We have to abandon some things that we like sometimes to embrace new things, okay? Let's say that you're not someone who loves your greens and your fruits, and so maybe that's going to be something that you need to include more in your diet, okay, moving forward. Or maybe drinking more water, which I needed to talk about and I almost forgot. Some of you need to stay hydrated. Or you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship. If you fear aging or death, repeat this affirmation. I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well. Let's see. Or maybe your connection to a man really needs some work. It could be someone, a family member, okay? And so this is also a card of purity. Maybe some of you haven't really gotten it lately, or you want some more. You're getting unstuck. And so that's a message that's coming through. Oh, let's read this card first. We have Divine Disguise. Maybe some of you like Carnival, or you're from Brazil or the Caribbean. Carnival, or maybe New Orleans. Number 23. We have 23 two times. Maybe the 23rd of this week ahead could be important for you. Maybe the number 23 is a number that you like. Excuse me. The 30th could be important as well. Divine Disguise. Some blessings are obvious. The door opens, the person who says yes, and the instant success of an idea. But not all blessings are instantly recognizable. Some blessings are veiled, that at first you might consider them to be unwanted development. A concealed blessing is either already at work in your life or on its way. Don't worry if you feel like things aren't working out as they should. Soon enough, the disguise will be dropped and the blessed unmasked in all its beauty. Okay? Blessings are the mysterious workings of the universe, there to help us along our unique life path to live our truths and fulfill our potential. The universe has the knack of knowing just what it is that we need, even when sometimes we might think we need something altogether different. This is how it can be that sometimes we resist and reject in our lives can be that something we resist and reject in our lives can become the very thing we are most grateful for later on. We realize it has been a blessing mask, something actually helping us, even though it might have come in the form of a challenge or a struggle before we eventually gain great benefit from it. The Oracle of Divine Disguise brings you a positive message and prediction for your future. It brings you the promise of peace of mind and a realization that the universe does really know what it's doing. It's in your corner, on your side, cheering you on and helping you avoid unnecessary pitfalls, even if you don't know they exist. The oracle indicates that the real beauty of a situation isn't obvious to you yet. It could be a delay or change in plans that could turn to be in your favor. Even if at the time you aren't sure, it signals failure. It could be the wrong person saying no to the right person so that the right person can say yes. It could be being blocked from turning back to your past. So you must continue forward into the magic of the future. Whatever your hidden blessing, the Oracle of Divine Disguise tells you that you are soon going to realize just how loved and helped you are in all areas of life. Absolutely. When this oracle appears, you are being told specifically that you don't need to worry. Even if it happens to be the most troublesome, it's going to reveal itself to be working in your favor. And I just want to remind you that if you have aging parents, if you have a neighbor that might be in help, it might be a week or a brother or someone in your life where you might need to intervene. You might need to entertain someone, I'm not talking romantically, where you bring joy to someone who feels alone. For the week ahead, okay? And so what is an affirmation for you, my dear pile number 2 for the week ahead? What is an affirmation? Some of you could be going trekking, could be going on a hike, is a message. This is something that might really help you get unstuck, okay? After a while, maybe you've been, what's it called? Your mobility has been affected, and maybe some of you are in therapy, working on getting back on track, or this could be someone around you, someone you care for, okay? It's called Coconut Rough Chocolate. Inner Self. True friends who are both candid and rugged can also be the most honest, even if they are a bit rough around the edges or a bit of a storyteller. Seek out a friend who best fits this description during periods of depression or emotional hurt. It is okay to feel down, and it is safe to let others know when you do. Yes, it might be a time where you need to reach out for help, for therapy. You might consider this seriously, okay? Or refer someone to a therapist. It's time to do some soul searching. Perhaps you could do some healing on a karmic or past life level. Listen to your inner voice. It will tell you what you need to do. The affirmation for you is, I access my inner self safely and confidently in order to transform my being to a higher level. I access my inner self safely and confidently in order to transform my being to a higher level. Now, I feel the need to really ask for a song for you for the week ahead. I don't know why. I didn't do that for one. Let's see what your song is going to be for the week ahead for my pile number 2 spirit. It's called Love When You Call My Name by Alicia Keys. Let's see a line for the, I hear your voice, it's all around me. I can't contain all the ways you make me feel when you call, I love when you call my name. Even if we're gone for miles and hours, there's only one thing I need, only one word to say. Love when you call my name. This could be, I don't know, you could be getting messages maybe about your future person for some of you, but it could also be that a time where you have to assert yourself. I'm seeing it like that, where you have to ask people to write your name correctly, teach them how to pronounce your name correctly, and really embrace the name that you have, okay? Love it so it can love you back. There might be significance to your name, or maybe you're choosing a name for a business, because we have a focus on perhaps branching out to doing something on one's own. This is one thing that I'm also getting for some of you. And so for some of you, there could be a focus on, I keep wanting to say it, but I'm not sure. Maybe some of you are working on publishing. And so that's a message that comes to mind. Okay. And so my pile number 2, this is what I have for you for the week ahead. I hope you enjoy this reading. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know what it is that you want me to work on, and I will be answering requests. I wish you to have a wonderful week ahead, and I love you. Bye. How are you? Last but not least, this is going to be a reading on what you can expect for the week ahead, okay? Now, as a reminder, this is a general reading. Please take what resonates with you. If something doesn't resonate, don't try to make it, okay? And so that's a quick reminder. You are in control of your life, okay? So let's go ahead. We have observe, not absorb. I love it. Overthink, clouded vision, unlikely scenarios, okay? Stop imagining the worst, okay? You have a headache and you go on Google and you go in and find symptoms of, and you're creating 10,000 scenarios that are probably never going to happen in your life, okay? This is not intuition. This is your ego, okay? This is your ego speaking. Some of you might be trying to also make a phone call, try to reach someone that can help you. So that's something that I'm getting, okay? And so you may need to go through someone to find some answers, okay? Someone who can assist you reach someone else. Energy vampires, boundaries, stagnant energy. Some of the things that you might be experiencing this week are not even yours. It's people dumping their trauma on you, venting to you. So as an empath, please do this exercise of what is it called? It's something in the Italian tradition where you do the oil cleanse, or with extra virgin olive oil, look it up. Or you could do an egg cleanse, but also spray some salt, bring some salt with you at work, or just like shake this caca energy that you don't have to carry because it's not yours. Okay, it could be a week where you're really in your mind. You could be an air sign. You could be a Virgo as well. And so take control of your thoughts, okay? Don't carry things that are not yours because it's going to tarnish your energy, I'm telling you. So we have truth be told, okay? We're opening up. Someone is opening their heart. You're opening up your heart. You decide to get rid of the mask and come clean when it comes to your feelings. We have deep freeze. Might be really cold where you are. It could be simple as that. So stay warm, my pile number 3. There could be some snow coming. Who's excited about that? Oh, no, not me. Again, for this pile, some of you could be doing some activities on ice, maybe ice skating, ice fishing, and so this is coming through. And we have not for you. This energy is not for you. Please do not take it on. But also it could be that I'm seeing a chess board here. There could be a message about something related to chess. It is not for you. Not the chess game necessarily, but someone who might like chess, okay? As an example, someone who could be a Leo, okay? They might not be for you. And so there is something that you might be doing, a research that could lead to a no this week, but because something better is in store for you, okay? There's a need for you to also assert yourself and say, no, I'm not taking on this. No, I'm not comfortable doing that. No, this is not what I envisioned for myself. You don't have to be sorry. Just plain no. This should be sufficient. Learn to say no. Learn to really be like, no is enough. You could need to turn someone down and just say, no, this is not what I again, opening up your heart. This is not what I thought it was going to be. When I'm not sure we're understanding each other. Okay? Okay, so this is coming through. We have a fortune cookie. Maybe some of you will be getting Chinese food this week, okay? It's as simple as that. Addiction, saying no to an addiction. Truly opening up. And addictions don't necessarily have to be abusing substances. It can be an addiction to trauma. Get rid of it. You don't need, it doesn't mean that you have to help people. You have to let them dump trauma or seek trauma in order to feel good about yourself. You don't need that sort of negativity. Okay. We have wise. Speaking of maybe someone who's wise, who can guide you when it comes to maybe an obsession that you have. It can be an obsession with sex, for example, okay, an unhealthy one. It could be an actual addiction to substances that you need to work through. This is something that you're breaking free from, okay? You've learned your lesson. You've learned whatever it is that you were supposed to learn. You're saying, no, basta. I don't want that for me. Or like I say, you're saying no to someone. No, thank you. Not interested. You could be turning down just simply as that, drinking the week ahead. Maybe you're saying no to something. You could be fasting from something, okay? We have new horizons. Nice. The ancestors are guiding you. Your ancestors are guiding you to new horizons. Another pile also got a connection to ancestors. You could be doing some ancestral veneration. This could be the celebration of someone who you lost. It could be recent. It could be someone that you've lost in the past years. They're working on your behalf. That's what it's saying. Even if like you feel like things are freezing now, things are not exactly going your way. You feel like, oh my God, I don't know if this is the right thing. Yes. Um, Doors are being opened to you, pathways are being formed exactly for you to keep moving, okay? And so things could be quiet now, okay? You could be redirected, okay? Rejection is not the end of it all, it's redirection, okay? And so that's a message that's coming through. Let's see, we also have it's time for union, okay? Express yourself to me, tell me what you want. I want to get freaky with you. A setback will shoot you 3 times further ahead. For some of you, it could be that it's time for union. 1111, another pile got this, that you're coming together with someone. Express yourself to me, tell me what you want. There could be a need for a heart-to-heart conversation between you and your person. Someone wants to get freaky. We have what are these called? Oh my God, I can't remember. I know in Spanish it's postas, but I can't remember in English. Oh my God, whatever. Like I say, you might want to get freaky with someone. You might have, okay, it's been cold lately, okay? You could be wanting for something to happen, okay? Not only a good conversation with someone, really committing to one another, and maybe they're not really offering you this at this point in time. Maybe even the sex is being blocked, okay? But we're getting that a setback will shoot you 3 times further ahead. Be patient. Do not push things. Maybe you're overthinking, feeling bad. Oh my God, I don't feel good about myself. Maybe I don't deserve such a good person. Please, whenever you feel like that, I'm telling you, please do not enter a connection feeling like that. Work on your, what does my brother call it? On your insecurities before you go and destroy a good connection, because we have an energy of self-sabotage here that needs to be worked on. Okay, what it is that you need to look out for this week. We have victim and prayer. Listen, prayer can unlock so many doors. Guys, try it. I'm a believer. You don't have to be a believer, but prayers, they're a form of meditation. They're a form of worship. And if you feel like you're being a victim of some negative forces on your life, sometimes we are our own worst enemies. So it's going to be a time to undo some conditioning, okay? To work so hard on yourself, okay? And for this connection, this union that you want to really fall on your lap, okay? For everything to go smoothly, because right now it does feel like things are a little rough, okay? It's just for a slight number of you that maybe things are just working out the way they should. And for some of you, I feel like I need to tell you, please make sure this person commits to you before you go and do anything freaky with them, if you want a true long-lasting connection. This is what Spirit is saying, okay? We have prayer here. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade, okay? Make lemon pie. There's so much you can do with lemonade, lemons, okay? And so You are not, yes, sometimes we're victims of circumstances, but I don't feel like this is what's going on right now. You are not really trapped. It's a period where you need to pause to really let things make sense to you, okay? There's no rush. You're not in competition. The world is not ending, okay? And so you have time. Um, okay, it might be a time to pause. It's a deep freeze, okay? When something freezes, you have to let it thaw, and I believe, okay? You have to let the ice melt. And so we're talking spring. Just go with the flow for now. Just go with the flow. Things will work out in due time. Let's see what the messages are for you, my dear pile number 3. What does my pile number 3 need to know about their week ahead? These did not fall, but you have the 3 of Pentacles, the Fool, the 8 of Wands, and so many keys. For some of you, there's a new door opening up, a new opportunity at work, maybe professionally speaking. Maybe it's not going to be all clear right away. We have the card of union here. Union doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, okay? It could be new friendships. It could be a new opportunity in your place of work that will allow for things to move. What is it called? That will shoot you 3 times further ahead, okay? And so I forgot what it's called, what these are called. Let's see. We have the Fool card also. Speaking of new beginnings, I'm here for it for you. My pile number 3. We have the Queen of Swords. I'm not sure what she's thinking of. Maybe her daughter, maybe her inner child. This is someone who looks like they're in a session of hypnosis, okay? Where they're being helped to tap into the deepest part of themselves that are hurt. And so, like I said, there's a lot of undoing you need to do. The Queen of Swords is usually viewed as someone with clarity of thought, with someone who can express herself in a really beautiful manner. She's eloquent, okay? And so you could be getting this help, okay? There's something within your inner child that is receiving healing right now. It could be through sessions of hypnosis, but it could also be through your dreams that this is happening, okay? And prayer, again, guys, also helps, okay? Look into it. Spirit of the pure white light, honorable ancestors, 10 of Swords. Again, we're talking about negative thoughts. We're talking about maybe allowing something to dominate you. This is acupuncture to help relieve stress, to help relieve pain. Some of you could be literally going to what is it called? The people that crack bones. Not in a negative way, but you know what I'm talking about, healing. This could also be setting up an appointment for acupuncture. This could be your first time, okay? These are things that you could be experiencing for the first time. But I'm also getting that last year might have been really difficult. And so you're still processing a lot of traumas, maybe a lot of things that have been said, a lot of things that have occurred to you. There's a deep sense of hurt that you're healing at this point in time. Okay, there's a need to release a lot of tension as well. The 10 of Swords really speaks of some betrayals that one had to face and alone often, okay? And so you know, there could be a need to release some pain, even if like crying, through talking to someone who can help, but releasing tensions in the body. Spirit of the pure white light. I think we have all we need. We have the Star, we have the Emperor. We go from, listen, the Star talks about healing. The Star talks about, you know, blowing up in one's career. The Star talks about hope. The Star talks about prioritizing authenticity. I feel like this is talking about a shift of energy where one goes from, this is air sign energy, this is Aquarius, we have Aries energy here, we have Gemini here. And so you could be a lot in your head my pile number 3, you need to heal those thoughts. You need to really work on how you speak to yourself, how you speak about yourself, how you allow others to speak about yourself, how you allow their words to weigh on your life. And so there's a lot of work being done here. For some of you, this could literally be that someone who needs a surgery, someone who needs a treatment of some kind. It could be someone in your life. It doesn't have to be you. So you could be worried about that, okay, for the week ahead. Someone seeking medical help, someone, finding some treatment, okay? Someone could be going through an important surgery or has gone through surgery. And so this is a promise of healing happening, okay? The Emperor. I love this card. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I cannot ignore that the Emperor speaks of asserting oneself, but it also talks about going to war, okay? And, really needing to assert yourself, okay? It doesn't have to be extreme, like, okay, this is not what I want. I said no. So respect that. And so this is also the energy of the father, the energy of the husband. This could be also your energy where you're taking power of your world back, okay? It's my house, my rules, my world, my life. And so I have control over it. I'm not letting what other people's done to me. And you could literally be a victim, my pile number 3, where sometimes we're like, oh no, you cannot be a victim. No, if someone has wronged you, you are a victim of theirs. Wait, what? Yes, you are. And so, but you are really trying to shift and not giving your power away, okay, with the Emperor. And so there could be, again, this energy of putting order in one's life, okay, which is very important moving forward, okay? And so some of you could be looking at some places in the world. He has a globe here, and really identify perhaps where it is that you might want to go in the future. You could even be daydreaming about traveling. We have the King of Cups here. We were talking about the opening of the heart, needing to drop some masks in the week ahead. And some people might come to you dropping their mask, okay? But you might be like, I'm not interested. This isn't what I'm into. I really want, peace of mind right now. This is you mastering something as well, my pile number 3, in the week ahead. Let's see what messages you have. We have Taurus, cornucopia of riches. Be tenacious. You have the stamina to manifest your dreams. Yes, 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 yes. The Emperor could be Taurus energy as well. It could be Aries. It could be Capricorn energy for me. Leo energy. We have Sagittarius, time to explore. Embrace your inner wanderer like a wild horse. You are meant to roam free. Yes. You are meant to be free. You are meant to free your mind from carrying the guilt of other people, from really carrying the bad ish people have done to you. It's theirs to carry, not yours, okay? So free yourself from these limitations, okay? We have Gemini energy here that can be really obsessive about certain details, about the way things go. They could be particular. And Gemini energy carries a lot of depression. And so there's a need to release or to seek help in regard. You don't have to be a Gemini, but this is the sort of energy that is showing up here, okay? And so, we have the Sun in Le Normand, the Sun, which is about enlightenment. We have the Home. Okay, there's something to celebrate around the home. It could be a birthday. It could be, for some of you, a new house, a new environment. We have the Man and a key, okay? There could be an important man coming around in your life, and this person could bring blessings with them. They could be an open door. They could be offering you a new role. They could have, they could see an opportunity. Again, we talked about this. a new opening in the workplace and say, you know what? Let me put in a good word for so and so. They seem to be really someone we can count on. Okay, so there's a door that that opens up for you from a familiar face, someone around you. We're talking about lots of keys, so there could be a plethora of choices for you. You don't have to say yes. Okay, we have it here. No, it's not for you. Or you could be seeking to open a door that is not for you, but because something better is on its way. And so that's something to think about. Key home. Some of you could literally be moving into a new home. It's a new season. Planets are changing. And so for some of you, the lease is ending. And so you just moved home, or you're just going to move home. For some of you, you're considering moving somewhere warm. This looks like the Roman Empire, doesn't it? I don't know. Or some runes. But anyway, you could be moving from ruin to beautiful, to beauty, to something more solid, okay? With the man here, there's an important man coming into your life. They could be a Sagittarius, could be a Taurus, they could be an Aries, an Aquarius, a Capricorn, a Leo. But Leo energy here I feel a bit iffy about that, because it could be someone that has given you a cold shoulder, or that has decided to, I don't want to say ghost, but not be really enthusiastic when it comes to your connection. And so please slow down on that. You could definitely feel betrayed with the Ten of Swords, where you thought things were going well, and you know, it is life. It's protection for you. So please do not be too disheartened. We have surrender denial. Okay, accept people and situations. Oops, exactly as they are, without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best actions. Okay, let things freeze if they're not for you. Okay. Surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So that is going to be important for you for the week ahead, okay? People could be coming at you. You might feel like, oh my God, why am I being attacked? Just listen to them. You can choose to say nothing. Okay, I feel like the best response in this case would just be listen and not to say anything. And sometimes not saying anything is a bigger response than saying something. Okay, and so my dear pile number 3, we're going to move on with your oracle card 10, Ra Ra Ra. Okay, why does this reminds me of Carnival again? Maybe it's the deck. Okay, have you had enough of the dark side of life? Fear, doubt, uncertainty, anxiety, yep, frustration, and believing that you cannot manifest your dreams are signs you've been in darkness for too long. It's your time to step out of darkness into light. It takes a lot of courage to leave darkness behind and embrace the light. To step into the light means that you give up attachment to drama, the stories of suffering, yep, and the pain of the past. You don't deny your struggles or your pain, but you know it's possible to let it go in favor of trust, reassurance, comfort, and commitment to what holds meaning for you. Again and again and again, for as often as needs be, until you are free. Sometimes the courage of stepping into the light means a willingness to set aside the mental anguish and say, today I choose to trust that everything is going to work out according to a higher and unconditionally loving divine plan that has my best interest at heart. It means that you acknowledge what you have gone through without needing to keep score. It means that you're willing to pay more attention to what is happening in this moment and to believe wholeheartedly that the universe is working with you and for you, not against you. Like the sun cracking through the night to bring the dawn of a new day, the oracle of Ra 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 is your divine wake-up call. Your dark days are numbered, and your time in divine spotlight is upon you. Be willing to shine your light, even if no one else around you seems to understand, acknowledge, or recognize it at first, or even for a long time. You are brave enough to shine through with or without others holding your hand and encouraging you. Maybe others need to find their ways to you so they can help you or be helped by your light. For that to happen, you are going to need to stand in the dark and shine with trust, patience, and courage. If you've been in the dark, so to speak, for a while, you might find it hard to trust in the light at first. You might worry that the goodness won't last and that it's better to be pessimistic now than disappointed later. Those streaks of darkness, don't believe in them. Trust in the power of the light within you, and don't be afraid to let it shine. And yes, it's true, because we talk about being in a deep freeze and then we have the sun here, okay? And so don't allow for the present to block something that could be coming for you in the next week, like a new connection, okay? Someone who doesn't make you really question your worth, someone who does not really breadcrumb you, someone who is open and truthful to you. That is what you need to look out for, my dear pile number 3, and not someone who leaves you guessing and unsure, because mixed signals are a sign that it is not right for you. What you have in front of you is not right for you, okay? And so let's see, my dear pile number 3, what a message is for you. We need an affirmation. Perfect. We have soft-centered chocolate, feminine energy, beautiful. A loving and soft-natured energy. This card indicates compassion, love, concern for ourselves and the world. Feminine, nurturing energy abounds. Tap into your feminine energy, okay? So that maybe your emperor comes to you, okay? And I hear that a lot with the people who are, conflicted about what feminine energy is. A lot of women say, yes, we won't submit to a man who doesn't know what he's doing, but we would submit naturally. I mean, not submit, but be willing to be soft for a man who really offers us the space to be. And so we have this energy here. You're being reminded to treat yourself with love, compassion. This card may represent a significant female or an aspect of your yin or feminine self that needs to be acknowledged, okay? So you could be feeling a lot more pretty. You could be feeling in the light, okay? This is a week where you're gonna shine bright. Even if you don't understand why other people are saying, wow, she has so much light, he has so much light. This is something that you will hear, okay? You could hear things like, oh my God, so-and-so, whenever they enter a room, they light it up, okay? And so that's a message that's coming through. Your clairvoyant and psychic abilities are developing. Embrace your inner goddess and the feminine archetypes that are guiding you at this time to open up the deeper, more spiritual side of yourself. The affirmation is, I have great female role models in my life and I respect and appreciate their wisdom. We had it earlier, and guidance. I have great female role models in my life and I respect and appreciate their wisdom and guidance. And so surround yourself with women with feminine energy. Doesn't have to be women. With feminine energy that is empowering, that teaches you how to be more receptive to love, to compassion, and offer that as well, okay? People will be learning from you. They'll be learning from your light. My pile number 3, maybe I should pick a song for you, but I hope my pile number 1 is not too jealous. Pile number 3, what's a song for them for the week ahead, Spirit? It's called Does It Really Matter by Janet Jackson. Does it really matter? Yes, the anxiety doesn't really matter. the details don't matter that much. Okay, it doesn't matter what your friends are telling you. Doesn't matter what my family is saying too. It just matters that I'm in love with you. Okay, that's a dangerous soap, but that's the message. It doesn't matter. You don't have to carry the caca energy with you. Okay, you don't have to it doesn't matter that you've been hurt before. Allow yourself to fall in love. Allow yourself to have a crush, for Christ's sake. Okay, allow yourself to experience femininity. Okay, my dear pile number 3, this is your reading. I hope it makes sense to you, and I will see you in my next. Please like, subscribe, comment, leave suggestions.